Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got your weekly crypto YouTuber update. This week I got some great videos for you guys, so I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright, today we're going to do the weekly crypto YouTuber update. Got some videos for you guys that I want to share with you that I think should be some that you may want to look at for great information in crypto. There's some great strategy in some of these videos, and it's not your typical video about Bitcoin or this or that. So we're going to jump into it here. This video is by Crypto John. A lot of you guys out there that watch my videos watch his videos as well. John's got some great information in this video. I'm going to play a little bit for you, and then I'm going to leave the link for this in the description of the video for you guys, as well as the other ones we're going to cover in today's video. And I think he's got some great information in here. In fact, all these videos this week, I think, have some real down-to-earth, great information for you guys. So take a look at them.
What's up, guys? Today, we have some discounts. I see Turbo's down, Art Block's down a little bit. Some of our coins are recovering, Art Block. Some of our coins are consolidating, some are dipping. A lot of this tends to happen when you least expect it. The other day, I did not expect Turbo to rocket ship as fast as it did, as early as it did. I checked the app after eating brunch a couple days ago, and it was up to almost half a penny. And then today, it's on a discount. And a lot of people always say, hey, John, when's the best time to get in? Short answer, there is no best time. You just DCA, stay the course, patient. You add to it when you see dips like today, and then you wait and chill when you see days like yesterday where it's green, where it's rising up. A lot of people are impatient, the ones who make money right now for the rest of this year, next year, so on and so forth, are the ones who are patient, the ones who close the apps during the times where they can't handle it, where they feel a little too stressed out than usual, a little too emotional. These are the ones who tend to make the best gains in crypto, the ones who literally just have outlets outside of crypto, aside from just staring at graphs all day. I'll tell you this, if you're just watching graphs all day and you're trying to learn the RSI, the shoulder and head pattern, the inverse RSI, the moving day average, whatever, I don't care how fancy your terms are, I don't care how much you research, this is going to be your full-time job. And for some of you, for many of you, you don't want this to be a full-time job. You want to be just on the side making money to replace your full-time job. And then maybe you have the option to make crypto your full-time job.
So I'm not going to play all that video, but he's got some more information in this video that I think is really important, basically on your mindset of crypto and your portfolio. And, and I have a very similar mindset of John. I don't stare at my portfolio all the time. Sure, I do check it here and there. I'll check it maybe once a day or maybe every other day or something, but I'm not worried about my portfolio and what it's doing right now. I kind of know where we're at in the cycle. I know that we can have some downward trends in the summertime before we take off into a big bull run. So right now my focus is pretty much just on when are my projects that I invested in earlier, when are they going to launch? Okay, I need to get ready for the launch. If I'm getting any tokens when they launch, what am I going to do with them? Am I going to hold them or am I going to sell them? What is going on with coins that I'm holding as far as, are they in a better buying zone where I could pick up some more and add to my portfolio? I'm not stressed out about, oh, this coin's not up 10x this week, or it's not up 5x this week, or 30x or 3x or whatever it is. I'm not worried about that because I know we're not in that phase of the market right now. Right now is the time for me to just sit back and wait. And if I see a good coin like like Fury, Engines of Fury, I saw that launched a few weeks ago. I wasn't an early investor in that one, so I did pick some up before it launched, but then after the launch it's still at a fantastic price. So I've been adding more of that to my portfolio because I know it's a great project. They've got great marketing. They're already on 6 different exchanges and they just got started. I mean, you don't see very many coins launch on 6 exchanges like that. They launched on 5 and have already added one, plus the DEX, the pancake swap. So projects like that are the ones that I'm adding to my portfolio. I'm being really picky about what I'm adding to my portfolio right now. And I'm just in that mindset where I'm like just sitting back and waiting for the market to do its thing. And when it starts taking off again, that's when I'll be more focused on, okay, how's my portfolio doing? How are my coins doing? Which ones do I need to start taking profits out on? I'm not worried about what the market's doing right now. It's kind of like a boring phase in the market. Sure, we've had some bullish news recently with Bitcoin ETFs and then the Ethereum ETFs, and now we've got some legislation hopefully coming into the United States that could potentially make a lot of these cryptos commodities and not securities, which will open up a lot of more coins opening up on exchanges in the United States. Hopefully it'll open up the idea of more exchanges being available in the United States. Hopefully we'll get some other exchanges like Mexi and KuCoin coming back to the U.S. With this new legislation if it gets passed, hopefully. So I'm just sitting back right now waiting for the market to do its thing and not too stressed out about it. John's got some really good information on here about this and having your mindset and what you should be doing with your portfolio and stuff right now. So take a look at his video. I'm going to play this video here by Altcoin Daily. It's an interesting video, and then I got another one for you guys today, so we'll jump into this one here.
The crypto market is really heating up. We're at 37.8 bull market progress. This is taking into account every other bull market. The progress bar is based on standard halving cycles, and you can see each halving here. And what you notice is after each halving, we tend to enter into what's being now called the banana zone. It seems like the banana zone terminology is getting quite popular. I believe originally started by Raoul Pal, but we've been talking about this forever, and really people who are familiar with Bitcoin and crypto know about this, that there's always about a 9 to 11th month period where Bitcoin just kind of goes parabolic, kind of like a banana. Usually starts in the summer, into fall, maybe even into winter. It's the exact same thing Fred Krueger was talking about in this video here. So things are about to get crazy. I just want to make you aware of this. Like, now is the time to shine. Now is the time to double, triple down on your education and awareness around the cryptocurrency market. Even Sergey Nazarov, founder of Chainlink, says prepare for what comes next.
The launch of the ETH ETF proves a very basic assumption that the Bitcoin ETF will not be the only ETF or traditional financial market vehicle through which the average institutional investor and consumer can access cryptocurrencies. It will extend beyond Bitcoin to, in this case, ETH. But I personally feel that that's really just the beginning. Just like many systems and protocols initially list Bitcoin and ETH, and then eventually list a multitude of other tokens, that is really the trajectory that we're on. So on the one hand, it's significant because the ETH community likes it and it relates to the ETH community. On the other hand, it is a sign of a very clear trend that not only Bitcoin, not only ETH, but many other tokens out in the world will end up getting their own ETFs at some point, allowing the larger global capital markets to interact with that financial product.
Now, this parabolic banana zone, it's not going to start tomorrow. It's not going to shoot up 50K in a week. In the short term, we're seeing consolidation. We could be seeing a rotation from Bitcoin into ETH.
So if you watch this video here, they talk about the five-pronged digital commodity test that is going to be in that new FIT21 bill. It's basically laying out here what, and I'll probably cover this. I'll cover this in one of my videos coming up here too, on what is exactly considered a commodity in crypto. They lay it out. There's a 5-step process, like a test that these projects will be able to take to test themselves to see if they're going to be considered a commodity or not. And if they're not, maybe they could change things around a little bit so they could be considered a commodity in the United States, because that'll be very good for them. And then they go into here about why crypto is entering an epic era and why, we're just getting started in crypto, and it's going to be massive later on. So watch this video by Altcoin Daily. I think it's very informative. I'm going to play a quick clip of this video by Kyron from No BS Crypto. He's got some fantastic information in this video, and it's pretty much about having the right mindset for not only this bull run, but the long-term next bull run and so on. The narratives that could be playing in this bull run, the narratives that could be playing in the next bull run, how to get the most out of this bull run so you can later on invest for the next bull run and really build your wealth from there. So this is some good information in here. I'll play a quick clip of this for you guys.
But right now, we are in some pretty amazing times. We are, I believe, this cycle and the next cycle and the next bear market still going to see some massive highs, lows, and able to really leverage those massive elongated differences between the lows and the highs, okay? So this chart right here, of course, is the rainbow chart, just showing when roughly speaking a good time to buy and so on is this chart kind of tapers off over the course of time, which again, you can kind of look towards this and kind of make some comparisons and correlations. But ultimately speaking, guys, we are still going to have some pretty decent returns. And if you are someone thinking, well, Kyron, this is going to taper off in the next cycle, well, I'll tell you right now, what tends to happen is these all-time highs begin to form and create support for these new lows. We can see back in the last cycle here, 2022's low, like the lowest of the lowest, was actually the 2017 high. And back here in 2018, the low of the lows was actually higher than 2013 high. And I do believe this time around as well, we will have a very similar story where basically the previous all-time high over here will somewhat become our low. So we can have some sort of high momentum. So you do want to look at this in a very logarithmic view like we're seeing here, where it's kind of like that rainbow chart. But yes, I think over the course of time, we will have these elongated sort of temporarily and slow moving markets, okay? But the reason why I say this is because, as we'll look at later on, I want to kind of touch on what comes next, okay? Because again, this is that mindset that can kind of get a lot of us to think this is a very temporary market. Crypto is just going to be here for the short term. I've got to make my high multiples now and not worry about the future. That's fundamentally wrong. But yes, you're just trying to be as safe as possible. So I can't argue with that logic. That's why you should never have all your eggs in one basket.
So kind of what he's getting at in this video here is to have a short-term plan, but also have a long-term plan. Is kind of what I think he's trying to get across in this video. He's got some great information in here and how his strategy is to make the most out of this this bull run here now, but also plan for the next upcoming one here. There's a lot of tokens that I think will do really well in the upcoming bull run, the next one, that are going to be hopefully the ISO 222 tokens, because that's when that narrative is supposed to really kick in for the financial industry, and they're supposed to be using the ISO 222 token standard by 2030, is I believe the date on that, somewhere around that time frame if I remember correctly. But and you know, I've got my quant in my portfolio right now. That may not take off and do crazy this bull run. It may not. Just depends on what happens with quant over the next several months. But if it doesn't, I'm still going to hang on to it because I know eventually it's going to be huge, probably later on in the upcoming bull run. But my plan would be for this time around is to get as much profit as I can out of this bull run, and then a cash out on the way up, take my profits out on the way up, make sure that I'm not trying to hit the peak, the top of the bull run, because nobody ever hits the top of the bull run perfectly. That's not the goal. The goal is just to get money out on the way up, set it off to the side, maybe reinvest a little bit of it in some good opportunities like 10 or 20% of your profits, but keep the majority of it out of the market so you're not risking it. And then you definitely want to leave a little bit in case we go parabolic and go absolutely crazy, so you don't miss out on that in case it does happen. We didn't really go parabolic and crazy last bull run, so we may or may not this time around. So you really got to be careful on what you're doing, but you still want to take out profits on the way up, because you just don't know when the cycle will end. Nobody will know when it ends. It's going to be unexpected as always, and next thing you know, the bull run's over and you didn't take out any profits. It happened to me. It happened to a lot of people last time, and it's not going to happen to me this time. I've already been taking out profits, and I'm going to continue to take out profits on the way up this time around. Now, I'm definitely haven't sold most of my portfolio. Most of my portfolio is still in the market, and I've reinvested in a bunch of coins, you know, but I have taken out some profits and put them off to the side. But what Kyron's getting at here is there is a strategy here. Crypto's going to be around for a long term, you know, probably forever now, and it's smart to have a short-term goal and a long-term strategy for crypto so you can really build wealth and take advantage of what's coming later on once we get all this regulation in place, because there's going to be cryptos that are going to do extremely well with this regulation, and there's going to be some that don't do very well with this regulation. So you're going to need to plan for that, find out what the regulation is going to be, when it's going to be implemented, and from there kind of judge on, okay, do I still want to be holding this coin in my portfolio based off of the new regulation, or don't I? What can I take advantage of now while the market isn't fully regulated to invest into the fully regulated market later on to make some serious gains there? That's kind of the gist of what he's talking about a little bit. But go ahead and watch Kyron's video. I'll leave the link for it in the description below. I've only got 3 videos for you guys this week because I have an extremely busy weekend. I've been working all weekend on my deck. It's a major project, and the stupid builder that I got an estimate on how much they wanted to do the deck, and I was like, no, I can do it myself and save myself thousands of dollars by just buying the lumber and materials myself and doing it. So I've been working on that on my days off, and then it's just been really hectic weekend, and also spending time with my kids and stuff as well. So I took them to some stores today and did a little shopping with them and stuff, and they had a good time. And then I spent a few hours after that working on the deck again. So I just kind of split it up a little bit. Right now everybody's asleep. I'm recording my videos and getting them out to you guys. That's when I do my videos, is so I'm not taking time away from the family so much to do these videos and edit them and all that for you guys. So I appreciate all of you that watch my videos. These are the 3 I got for this week. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to check out my Telegram. The link for that will be in the description below. And my Discord, that's through Patreon. If you want to get into some of these projects early, before they launch at some great prices, I can show you how to do that through my Discord if you want to join that. Like I said, it's only $14.99 a month, and I share all my trades and everything in there as well. And that is through Patreon. You can check that out in the link in the description of the video below and the pinned comment. So that's all I've got for this video. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me.